CoreyAllenX, coming at you from New York City, center of the universe. Being here has definitely brought to my mind things that I hadn't thought about in a while. Things I haven't thought about while I've been working away in my master's program in the middle of the quiet Midwest. I'm concerned, people. I'm troubled and I'm concerned. Why, you might ask? Well, as I walk down the streets of New York the last couple of days, I've been reminded of things that in my suburban Midwestern life I've been allowed to forget. We are on the cusp of some serious problems. You can taste it. You can smell it. You can feel it in the air. But as I looked around me, walking through Times Square, I just saw a lot of blank faces. The blank faces moving through space, moving. And as I walked by and I looked into these faces, I couldn't help but think, what do you want? What is it that you woke up this morning for? What is it that drives you? But guess what? They weren't the only faces that I saw. In addition to those blank faces, I saw a lot of scared people, bundling up, pushing through, moving on, trying to take up as little space as possible, looking overhead, looking below their feet, looking around them, trying to make sure that they can safely maneuver through a city that grows harsher, sharper by the day. Found some hope, though. A little bit. I opened a few doors. I got a few thank yous. So, I went into this store, and there was this beautiful, beautiful woman standing behind the counter. I said, hello. She looked at me. And I asked, how are you doing? How are you doing? Fine. Thanks. How are you? And I said, I'm fantastic. In that moment, I was fantastic. You know why I felt fantastic in that moment? Because I was able to penetrate through a wall of bullshit. I'm saddened by the fact that in a lot of large cities, basic courtesies have just flown out of the window. People are so concerned about where they have to go, where they have to get, where they have to get. Moving. They could probably have someone die right next to them and just keep moving. You can't see me, you can't see me, you can't see me. You're moving down the street, you're walking down the street as if you are invisible. You're not invisible. I see you. I will acknowledge you. There are also a number of young women who for lack of a better word, they have been enslaved by some need for validation from men. Now, I have encountered this with some of my students as well. Young women who walk down the street, you know, shut down, covered up, like hidden. What I want to say to them is, you can't spend your whole life blocking yourself, hiding yourself. There are people who refuse to speak their minds because they feel that they're going to be harshly criticized or judged or shut down. To these people, I say, you're only shut down when you keep your mouth shut. Open your mouth, speak. Give voice to your thoughts. Give voice to your beliefs. I just cannot tell you how much it saddens me that in a country as wealthy as the one that I live in, that there are so many people so afraid to speak their truths. We're not invisible, people. If you feel invisible, it's because you are not demanding. I said it. Demanding for the world to stand up and take notice. I would love it if I were walking down the street and I saw someone stop in the middle of the street, and if by chance that person happened to be you, I would love it if you put down your bag, take off your jacket, your glasses, your hat, take off your burqa, take off your yarmulke, take off your I Love New York t-shirt and say, I am here and I'm alive. I'm alive. You see me. The women who have been shut down would just stand there in the street and say, if you don't like the way I look, if you don't like the way I walk, if you don't like the way I talk, if you don't like the way that I dress, or how I do my hair, or that I have love handles or breasts hanging down to my stomach, if you don't like the way that my hips jiggle when I walk, if you don't like the way that my nails are done, if you don't like the way that I do my makeup, I don't care. But you will not put me in your box. You will not have me afraid to smile. You will not have me afraid to look people in the eye and say, I am here and I'm alive. I am here and I'm alive. I matter. You will not walk by me. You will acknowledge that I am here and I'm alive. Woo! And I know what you're thinking. That would be scary. That would be hard. You know what? You're damn right. It would be hard. But it's time for a change. It really is. It's time that we just stop this pointless bullshit that happens. No one has the right to make you invisible. No one has the right to step on you, to step on your dreams. Never And I mean never give anyone that power. Love and peace to all of you. I think I'm going to just make another series. To make a couple other videos tonight. It's time to preach.
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world.